Hey everybody, this lesson looks at the event known as the Berlin Airlift. At the close of World War II in Europe, after Germany admitted defeat, the country was divided into 4 occupation zones. In this context, the word occupation means for someone to take hold or take control of an area of a piece of land. After Germany lost World War II, their country was under occupation by Great Britain, France, the United States, and the Soviet Union. The eastern part of Germany was occupied by the Soviet Union. The west, which was made up of 3 occupation zones, was occupied by the United States, Great Britain, and France. The major problem with this was, soon after the war was over, the alliance between the Soviet Union and the Western Allies quickly fell apart. Like the rest of the country, the capital of Germany, the city of Berlin, was also split into 4 occupation zones. The Soviet Union occupied the eastern half, and Great Britain, the United States, and France occupied 3 zones in the western half. This was a problem for the Western Allies because Berlin was located in the middle of East Germany. Tensions continued to rise between the Soviets and the Western Allies. Finally, in the summer of 1948, the Soviet Union set up a blockade of trains and cars coming in from the west. The word blockade refers to a military action to close off or block off access and resources to a certain city, port, or region. Under this blockade, the Western Allies occupying Western Germany could no longer supply their occupied parts of Berlin by car or by train. West Berlin was like a tiny island in the middle of Soviet East Germany. The only way West Berlin and its 2 million residents could receive supplies was through the air. The Soviet Union didn't think that West Berlin could be completely supplied by the air, and they believed this blockade would force the Western Allies to leave West Berlin. However, instead of giving up, they began a huge effort to supply West Berlin by air. From June of 1948 until September of 1949, the 2 million people of West Berlin survived on the supplies delivered through continuously scheduled flights. Over the course of the year, the Western Allies flew over 200,000 flights into West Berlin, delivering between 3,500 and 13,000 tons of supplies every single day. In 1949, when the Soviet Union realized that the Western Allies were determined to hold on to West Berlin, they eventually lifted the blockade. In total, over the course of 15 months, the Allies delivered approximately 2,330,000 tons of supplies on 278,000 flights into West Berlin. During the busiest days of the airlift, it's said that an aircraft would reach the city of Berlin every 30 seconds. Thanks. I'll see you next time.